A billionaire visits his father's grave expecting silence, but instead, he finds a crying janitor who holds a hidden truth about his past. A mysterious phone call reveals a buried betrayal, and a woman appears who changes everything he believed about his success. What really happened the night his father died? And why does the truth threaten to destroy everything he built? Watch until the end to uncover the shocking secret. Before we dive into this incredible story, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss our powerful, life-changing content. I stood before my father's grave, silence on my chest. I was a billionaire, yet emptier than the streets I once slept on. Every fortune felt a debt I could not repay. Behind me, she placed a hand on my shoulder, the woman who rebuilt my life with truth. She once found me starving outside a factory gate, and believed in me when I had nothing but anger. She whispered, "Money cannot heal what guilt hides." Then I saw him, a janitor in worn clothes, holding a child's shoe, crying. Something in his pain shattered my pride. He looked up as he had seen his reflection in me. He said he had lost everything, even hope. My hands trembled, remembering my past failures. My partner stepped forward and said softly, "Help him, as someone helped you." In that moment I understood success was not wealth, but what we choose to rebuild from pain. I reached into my past I thought I had buried. My father's grave felt like it was listening. The janitor held his child's shoe closer, shaking. I walked toward him slowly, dust under my shoes, heart loud in my ears. He said his wife had left, his job had failed, and the world stopped caring. I saw myself in his broken voice. My partner stood behind me, eyes steady, like she was holding my soul together. I asked his child's name. He whispered it like a prayer. Something inside me cracked open. I removed my suit jacket and placed it on his shoulders. He tried to refuse, but I said I once wore rags too. My partner added, "You are not alone anymore." A memory hit me, the night she fed me bread when I had none. The wind moved through the cemetery like a warning and a promise. Then my phone rang, an unknown number, tied to a secret that could destroy everything I built. I stared at the screen, afraid to answer. My partner saw my face change and stepped closer. I could feel the weight of every second pressing on my chest. I answered the call with trembling fingers. A voice spoke from the past, cold and familiar. A name I had buried with my worst decision. The janitor looked at me, confused, sensing danger in my silence. My partner whispered, "What is it?" I could not speak at first. My throat felt locked by memories I never confessed. The voice on the phone said there were documents, proof of what I did before I became a billionaire. Proof that could take everything away. My empire. My reputation. My peace. I turned away from the grave, but my father's name engraved in stone felt like judgment in my back. The janitor's child held my hand without knowing why. My partner placed her hand over mine and said, "Truth will hurt, but running will destroy you." I closed my eyes, hearing my past collide with my present. Then the voice on the phone said one final sentence that froze my breath completely. "Your father did not die the way you believe." The world tilted under my feet. The marble stone behind me felt alive with secrets. My heart began to pound like breaking glass inside my chest. My partner grabbed my arm tightly. She felt the shock before I spoke it. I whispered, "Repeat that." The voice continued, slow and merciless. "There is a witness. And he is standing near you right now." I looked up instantly. The janitor went still, his eyes lowering as if hiding something buried too deep. His child stepped back, sensing fear in the air. My mind screamed for truth, but my body refused to move. My partner stepped between us, as if protecting both worlds from collapsing. The janitor finally spoke in a broken voice, "I never wanted you to find me like this." My vision blurred. Every success I built suddenly felt like sand slipping through my hands. My knees almost gave way. I asked him to explain, my voice breaking into something I did not recognize. The janitor looked at my partner first, then at me, as if asking permission to reopen pain. He said my father was not alone on the night everything changed. He said there was a deal, betrayal, and a second signature that never reached the papers I saw. My breath stopped. The cemetery felt colder, even under the afternoon sun. My partner held my hand tighter, grounding me in reality while my past tried to pull me under. The janitor stepped closer and pulled out a worn envelope from his pocket, edges torn, ink faded. My father kept this for years, he said. He worked here too, before I did. I opened my mouth but no words came. He continued, he told me one truth before he died. Your father tried to save you from what was coming. My vision blurred as I reached for the envelope, but my phone rang again, this time from inside the graveyard gate, and I saw who was standing there watching us. My vision blurred as I reached for the envelope, but my phone rang again, this time from inside the graveyard gate, and I saw who was standing there watching us. A woman in a black coat, unmoving, as if she had been waiting for my entire life. Her eyes locked onto mine with a calm that felt like judgment. The janitor stepped back instantly. My partner stiffened beside me, sensing a truth even I could not name. I answered the call again with shaking breath. The same voice spoke, but now it was closer, almost inside the air around me. She is here. The one who signed everything away. My chest tightened. The envelope slipped slightly in my hands. The woman began walking toward us slowly, her steps steady on the gravel. With every step, my memories rearranged themselves into something I feared to see clearly. The janitor whispered, she was there that night too. My partner turned to me, eyes full of questions I was not ready to answer. The wind rose, carrying the sound of approaching truth. The wind rose, carrying the sound of approaching truth. The woman in black stopped a few steps away from us. Her eyes did not blink. She looked at me like she had already lived this moment before. My hands trembled around the envelope. The janitor stepped slightly behind me, as if seeking protection from his own past. My partner whispered, do not let fear choose for you. I opened the envelope. Inside were old documents, a photograph, and a signature that looked exactly like mine, yet older, different. My stomach turned. The woman spoke for the first time. You built your empire on a lie you never understood. My throat went dry. I looked at the photograph. My father was standing beside her, smiling. Not alone. The janitor suddenly said, I cannot stay silent anymore. My partner reached for the photo, but stopped halfway, her eyes widening as she recognized something in the background that made her step back in shock. Her eyes widened as she stepped back in shock. Then slowly she whispered, I was there too. Silence fell like heavy stone. The graveyard felt still, as if even the wind was listening. The janitor dropped to his knees, finally releasing years of buried pain. The woman in black lowered her gaze, tears forming for the first time. My father was not betrayed by strangers. He was sacrificed by silence, fear, and hidden choices made to protect me. My chest tightened, then slowly eased, as truth finally stopped running from me. My partner held my hand and said softly, now you can build without lies. I looked at the janitor and helped him stand. Not as a billionaire, but as a man finally learning responsibility. We did not erase the past. We understood it. My father's grave no longer felt like a question. It felt like a lesson. Success is not what you own. It is what you face, forgive, and transform into light for others. And in that moment, I finally understood, true wealth begins where fear ends.